Rockwell Collins is a big part of the Cedar Rapids economy for sure, but the company and Iowa lawmakers now say the aviation industry is at risk right now. CBS 2's Brian Scott was at a rally today and explains the impact the industry has on Iowa.
Call it a pep rally.
General aviation is very, very important to economic development in rural America.
Hundreds of Rockwell Collins and general aviation employees joined with state congressional leaders to send Congress a message. Government regulations are putting their jobs at risk. But they're also trying to protect their image. General aviation leaders say President Obama and others in Washington have villainized them and their clients.
There's been an effort in this country to diminish that because by tying together two words, corporate and jet, and using it pejoratively. Well, it's not. It's an essential tool to be able to do business.
To constrain people who've been successful is not the way this country was made great.
It's been an exciting few weeks here in Iowa. There's been a lot of political activity up here, and our president has been up here talking about one very specific thing the last several days, and it's what's reflected on those signs right there. Iowa grown, Iowa flown, and general aviation equals Iowa jobs. He asked yesterday for Iowans to give him inputs as to what he needs to do to stimulate jobs. Well, we're talking about it right here today.
We are proud to be a part of this critical supply chain that provides cost-effective, innovative products to aircraft manufacturers. They couldn't build airplanes without us. We are proud of our contribution, and we are proud of the jobs that this generates.
General aviation is very, very important to economic development in rural America. If we want jobs in not just Cedar Rapids, but in the small towns of Iowa and rural America, we have to make it possible for those people that are going to invest to get from where they have their corporate headquarters to where they want the productive and quality manufacturing you get here in Iowa.
Thank you, folks, for being such a great part of our state, such a great part of an industry that is absolutely vital for all of us, and one that has the opportunity to grow and prosper and really make a huge difference as far as job creation in this country. And with the tight budget constraints that we have today, we really have to set some priorities. And I believe that making sure that there's adequate funding as far as the FAA for certification of your products so that you can actually move those to market.
Aviation manufacturing is a crown jewel for this country. Make no mistake about it. It's a crown jewel of American manufacturing. And we need to continue to fight to ensure we keep building world-class planes with world-class workers right here in the United States. We can't lose these jobs. We've got to grow these jobs.
These planes are not a luxury. They're a necessity. That's true also for corporate executives. That's true for individuals. Leaders in business and thought need to get from place to place. We can't do all this business over the internet. It's eye to eye. You let us do that. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here in Iowa, and I'm going to stand with you while we help grow general aviation.
Most of what I know about the importance of general aviation to the state of Iowa, I learned growing up in the small town of Brooklyn, Iowa. I just knew that that airport was important to my community, and it offered a window to the outside world that was important to the town I grew up in.
Today, Iowa businesses, large and small, are conducting business at speeds necessary to be competitive in the jet age, using general aviation for a competitive advantage. And you don't have to look any farther than general aviation to find a shining example of what is working and has worked in this country to create economic benefit and jobs.
You read things online and things are concerned about funding and the government and the state of things right now, and this kind of gives me some more comfort and some understanding of that there are people fighting for us, the congressmen, the representatives. They have our best interest in mind, and so knowing that, I feel more confident in my job, in the company, and the industry.
I thought it was a great opportunity for people in government and in private industry and employees and community leaders to come together and emphasize the importance of general aviation, not just to this area, but to our entire state, our country, and our global economy.
It's exciting, and to see a workforce and people who love what they do, they're very committed to this industry, to aviation in general, obviously, and it's just great to be around the people who are enthusiastic and like what they do. It really is.